main topic today on another very divisive kind of subject. I want to talk about, and this is kind of old news too, but Alec Baldwin was officially charged with manslaughter in the Rush shooting, which I'm sure most of you guys already know about. So let's read a little bit of this from Yahoo Entertainment. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Alec Baldwin has been charged with involuntary manslaughter after he fired a prop gun whilst filming the movie Rust and fatally wounded a crew member, Helena Hutchins. He could now face jail time as a result of the tragedy. Another crew member, director Joel Salza, was also injured after a bullet hit his shoulder. Baldwin has consistently denied any wrongdoing and formally apologized to Hutchinson's family for the incident. Speaking to ABC News in December 2021, he said plainly, "I would never point a gun at anyone and pull the trigger at them, never." Which I would just like to say plainly, it's clearly a lie. You did do that. That's just bad way to phrase shit, Alec Baldwin. Again, the quote was, "I would never point a gun at anyone and pull the trigger at them, never." You literally did that, and as an actor, sometimes that's just your job. So really weird thing to say. I do, it goes on to talk about, what he has to say about after the shooting and how sad everyone is and all this. Look, all I want to say is my opinion on this is crazy and ridiculous. As someone who has been on movie sets and who has acted in movies, to think that I could, be an innocent member of a killing who just happened to be doing my job, and then be charged for that. This is egregious. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. This is flat out dumb. There was quotes from the district attorney, the DA of the location where it happened. He's like, "Oh, no deaths get by me and everyone has to pay." Look, man, everything can't be a witch hunt. At the end of the day, what sucks about life the most sometimes is tragedy. And that is what this is. It's a tragic event that no one wanted to happen, but nobody at the end of the day is truly responsible for actually killing someone, especially not Alec Baldwin. Right. And to think that he would even be charged is crazy. There's lots of other things that have happened where police I have watched with my own eyes murder human beings on film, and we've all seen it, and they never get charged. They get promoted and they move on in their jobs. And in this case, a clearly innocent man who again was just a bystander in a very tragic event is now has to maybe lose 2 years or 3 years of his life for something, again, that he had known. I mean, it's just crazy. You could try to compare this to vehicular homicide if you want, but it's not the same. He was not in control of the vehicle. That he did not know where the vehicle was going. He did not have his hands on the wheel. Look, at the end of the day, what I think everyone needs to do is put their heads down and really put their heads together and let this be a growing point for movies moving forward, and let everyone understand that we need to be more in control of these situations and know what's going into these weapons. Right. And at the end of the day, what more could we get from that? Like I said, this is just a witch hunt. Sending Alec Baldwin to jail or even just charging him is just trying to get my ounce of blood. And there is no ounce of blood in this situation. Alec Baldwin did not kill someone in cold blood. Look, I'm not even an Alec Baldwin fan. I could give a damn. But it doesn't matter who this is. I'm a human being. And at the end of the day, this man is an innocent man who should not even be charged. If the charges go through, he will be found not guilty if they even are able to make it past the preceding hearings, which I doubt they will. A judge will look at this and go, man, look, no jury is going to even give this a shot. And I don't think they would. I think a jury of 12 peers are going to go, damn, man, this is a tragic situation, but it's not Alec Baldwin's fault. And I think that's obvious and clear to all of us. And again, this is just crazy and egregious to me, and I don't agree with it whatsoever. And that's, like I said, coming from a guy who really isn't the biggest Alec Baldwin fan to begin with. They have continued filming on Rust. It will continue to move along. Yeah, Trevor, you're hearing this news. What do you think about, Alec Baldwin, actor, doing his job and now being charged and maybe going to prison for it?
Well, first and foremost, it is absolute shit. and I'm gonna break down because I've worked with some people who have been in the industry, like on the real sets. So I have a little bit of insider knowledge of how this stuff actually works, and it actually makes it even crazier that they would even think about it. So let's say I'm on set and my hair just kind of falls down and it's kind of in my way. I can't even touch it. I can't breathe on it. I can't move it. Otherwise, I will get in big trouble because that is makeup and hair's job. And I would be taking away their job by doing that. And that's how it is with any SAG film, any of them. And this had freaking Alec Baldwin in it, okay? This is an official film. This is a massive, massive crew of people. Hundreds and hundreds of people are on this thing, right? Alec can't fucking check. He literally cannot check to see if it's loaded. He literally cannot do anything other than just do exactly what they told him to do, which is point here, shoot here. That is all he can do, period. He literally can't do anything else at all with it, right? So he has no fault in any theoretical way or any way possible. If you were to tell me, and I think this may be the case, that the girl who was in the prop master got charged with manslaughter, I'd understand that because that is kind of like vehicular manslaughter.
Yes, but even then,
you're dealing with dangerous.
It's kind of like, because listen, at the end of the day, if the person, let's say it's your mother, Trevor. Let's say it's your mom, and she is that person that was in charge, and she loaded that bullet. And she says, look, Trevor, yeah, I had, real bullets because I was doing this other thing, and I guess they got mixed in, and me and your dad have been fighting all day, and my head was just so mixed up, and it just happened, and it was the worst thing that I've ever done. And is this the person that we... I mean, because again, vehicular homicide is usually under the pretense of alcohol or drugs or the inability to operate the vehicle. Yeah. What this woman was dealing with was what we all deal with, stress. But she has a really important job, and should she be fired from her job?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's no question to that. Should she be ever given a chance probably to resume such a position? Nope. Probably not.
Botched it. But
should she go to prison for 5 years? Man, I think all I would say is I think that it becomes, like I said, a witch hunt at that point. Yeah. It becomes, well, I lost mine, so now you have to lose something. Right. And look, guys, as a human being, that is a fucking trash way to live. Yeah, we do not have to continue to live an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth bullshit. It is just a bullshit way of living and a way of looking at things. And at the end of the day, her going to prison for 5 years is never going to bring any justice or any life back to the woman who lost her life or the man who was shot in the shoulder. It does nothing for no one. Even the family of the person who died would probably be like, look, I mean, what does this do for us? It's not like this woman walked up and hunted their mother down and killed her. Right. It was an accident. Yeah. And it would be no different if you were turning right, Trevor, and you had just forgot to put on your blinker. That's a simple thing. Not you were driving drunk and you forgot to put it on. But like you were busy, you just got off work, you're hungry, you forgot to turn on your right blinker. The lady didn't know because your blinker wasn't on. Boom. Yeah. Now, does that justify you going to prison? I don't think so, man. Here's a guarantee. What it justifies is a tragedy. Yeah. And I think the best thing that we can do from this is try to learn and grow and try to understand, this is why we develop cars that, start turning on turn signals for you as they see you turning the wheel and stuff. We're trying to better these things for us to prevent these things. But at the end of the day, persecuting someone who makes a mistake is very hard, but I understand when it takes someone's life. And it's easier for us to say, I understand too, when it's not our mom or daughter or
right.
kid or whatever that was killed. So I completely understand that too. But yeah, I think I still I don't think there's any justice in this. In charging or in convicting. Let's say they convict Alec Baldwin and he has to go to prison for 5 years.
Right.
That's crazy. That dude's like 60 something anyway.
He has to be.
I mean, right? I mean, jeez. It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Plus, he would pay.
Yeah.
He'd go to whatever prison he wants. He'd have Xbox and internet and normal Alec Baldwin shit.
Right. So who are we really doing anything
Who is winning here, man? At the end of the day, we need to mourn the life that was lost and honor it. There's a film still that needs to be made. And I remember the family early on saying, listen, my mom out of anything will want to make this movie.
Right.
Let's get this movie made, you know? And at the end of the day, that's what the best thing I think they could probably do to honor this lost fallen person. And it looks like they are trying to move back into getting the movie going. And I hope they do. And look, man, again, not a big Alec Baldwin fan, but hey, dude, I feel your pain, bro. I mean that's crazy, and
I've been in some pretty stupid
in a world where Ezra Miller can abduct, someone's child, feed it LSD, and get a month of a year of probation. I just don't understand. I just don't get it, man. I really don't. I just don't understand. But yeah. So you guys are hearing this. I mean, Alec Baldwin has been officially charged with manslaughter. What are you guys' thoughts on it? Do you think this is the right move, the bad move? How do you think they should go about this and honoring the woman that has fallen? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below.